Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be not about this little guy because I've had him for quite a while, but it's going to be an all about my pets video. So I wanted to start off with him just because he's out of his crate right now, or out of his cage up there, and he's not too keen on being held, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys so I can put him back in there. But this little guy, his name is not named. I used to have two of them. He is a Robo-Dwarf hamster, both of them were. And this one killed his brother. So PetSmart said that we could buy two males as long as they were from the same litter and they would do fine in the same cage. Well, apparently that was not the case because this one killed his brother, which made me cry. But we still kept him because we didn't know what else to do with him. Oh, sorry, this light is probably super bright for him. But he does not have a name because we have, kind of out of spite not named him, and we have tried to get rid of him for a while. I've talked to friends to see if they would want to take him. No one wants him. It's not that no one wants him, it's just that no one can take him. So he has still been living with us, and they're super easy to take care of. You just clean their crate every now and then, or clean their cage up there every now and then, and make sure make sure they have food and water. And that's pretty much it, and he's not too happy on being held, so he's gonna go back up in there. So he has a nice cage. I keep calling it a crate because Una goes in her crate. But he has a nice little cage up there. It's a two-cage cage, so it's got a little tunnel connecting the two cages. He stays in this one mostly, but sometimes he'll journey over here because there's extra food and water over here. Crow definitely loves the hamster. Also, I gotta tell you guys, I think I mentioned it in a vlog once, but this one, oh, this big naughty boy here knocked down that cage, and our hamster disappeared for like a week, and we couldn't find him. We thought maybe he died, maybe the cats got him, but no, eventually we found him, and he was fine. So we put him back in his cage, and the cats have, relatively left him alone since then. But this is Crow. He is a lot bigger than maybe the last time you've seen him. He is about 6 months old. He loves to smell your mouth. I think he loves like the smell of your breath, especially if you've just eaten. He loves to like stick his nose in your mouth. But he is getting very big. And he used to, when he was small, perch on your shoulder, and he used to love to just sit on your shoulder, but now that he's gotten a little bit bigger, he doesn't do that quite as often. I'm going to try to get the rest of the cats in here. Their favorite way of getting coaxed up here. Ah, here they come. All the cats are here now. So this is the treat box. They recognize the sound. I give a little shake, they all come running, so I will give them a treat after this video for behaving. Of course, now that they're all in here, I'm gonna start sneezing. It's not that I'm super allergic to cats, but I can be around them, I can pet them just fine, as long as I don't like touch my face and stuff afterwards, because if I do like pet them for an extended period of time and touch my face, my eyes will start to itch, and my nose will get a little bit runny, but that's the worst of it. Let me show you Martin. So this is Martin. Both Crow and Martin were adopted on the same day from the same animal shelter. Martin is a sweetheart. He doesn't look like it, and he's very hungry, so that's why he wants to get down. We went to the animal shelter because Michael wanted a kitten for his birthday. I said, we'll see. So we went to the animal shelter, and Micah fell in love with Crow, and I fell in love with Martin. So as a, I don't know what it was, but basically Micah was like, well, I can get Crow and you can get Martin and we'll call it good. And I said, okay, because basically Crow was a very, small kitten at that point in time, and Micah just loved him. He was brown when he was really small. Now he looks more black. He's definitely more black now than he is brown, but Michael loved him and fell in love with him, so I said okay. And then while we were in the room, they had a bunch of cats that were just roaming around. So in the same room was Martin, and Martin at the time looked really rough. They told us he was 12 years old and he had been attacked by some animal and he had had a lot of surgeries, and he was just a rough looking cat. He has like half a tail, like he doesn't have a full length tail, and he walks with a little bit of like a gimpy walk. I don't know. But he at the time had this big scar from like the middle of his chest. It went like all the way around his neck, and that's I guess where he had surgery. And of course he was missing hair pretty much on like almost the whole, you know, front half of his body. And I looked at him, you know, after the lady told us he was 12 years old, I looked at Micah and I said, no one is gonna take this cat. And the thing is about Martin is he was so sweet. Here's the thing about Martin is I can, of course, he's not gonna let me do it now because he's hungry and he wants food. Come here. Oh, come here, boy. Here's the thing about Martin that all the other cats don't let me do. This. He was the only cat out of all of our cats that we have that will let me cradle him like a baby, and he will just lay here and take it, and he loves it, and he loves attention. Like when we get up in the morning, and if the door's open, if the cats can come in, even if we're sitting on the couch, Martin will, if he wants attention, he'll come up to you and he'll just like rub his face like all on you, and he'll rub his face against your face, and he loves it, and he purrs, and he just tolerates it. And he is a very, very sweet cat. He looks very mean. Oftentimes people think that he's a mean cat because he does have like, you know, a resting bitch face problem, but he is the sweetest cat. He is so sweet. He is so gentle. I feel like he's definitely kind of come out of his shell since being at the shelter. I think Crow has really brought out like the younger side of Martin. Him and Crow will play, and Crow and Mr. J will play. Crow will try to play with Harley. She doesn't like it at all. And I gotta get the rest of the cats because they all started leaving. Okay, here's, come here. Come here. Oh, see you in a minute. So here is Miss Harley. She is a tabby. Obviously, she does not like to be held. She is not one of the kitties who prefers to be held. She is a short-haired tabby cat. Domestic tabby, I guess is what you call them. Domestic short hair, I think. She's a tabby cat. Anyway, she's got shorter hair than her brother, Mr. J. They are about 2.5 years old. They're a little bit over 2.5 years old. They'll be about 3 come the end of June, I believe. But her and Mr. J are siblings. Mr. J, his little paw is still shaven from his little pneumonia bout, but he is all better. He, of course, does not like to be held either, but he doesn't squirm as much as Harley does. Harley will do everything and anything she can to get away from you if you're holding her. She'll use claws, and she'll meow, and she'll squirm. Mr. J will just squirm. But Mr. J is a long-haired tabby cat, and they are brother and sister. They are adorable. We have had them the longest out of all 4 of our cats. Of course, they are siblings. We got them, actually we got them from a woman that Micah's mother knew, and at this point in time when we got them, I was still living with John and Debbie, and Micah was still living with his mom, and Jeffrey, who is John and Debbie's cat, had passed away, and Micah was like, you know, well, my mom knows these people who have these 2 kittens, you know, maybe you can take them. And so we ended up taking them, and then they've followed us everywhere since then, and I love them. They are my babies. All of my pets are my babies, except for the hamster. I couldn't care less about him. I care enough to still, you know, care for him. Like, obviously I'm not gonna neglect him, but like, you know, he pretty much stays up there in his cage unless I'm cleaning it. If I'm cleaning his cage, obviously he gets in the little ball and he runs around the house. But yeah, for the most part, he stays up there, and he lives a pretty content life, especially because he's got such a big cage up there. But I make sure, obviously, that he has food and water and a clean cage. But that's all I'll do for that hamster. The cats and the dog, obviously, I'll do a little bit more for. But Mr. J and Harley have a very special place in my heart. I'll put in some video clips and some pictures of when they were little bitty kitties. So they were super adorable. They were so cute. They were so small. I freaking love them. I love, like, animals are my weak spot. Like, that's just something that, like, I don't know, like, animals are just, they do something to my heart and to my brain, and they just, like, I love them. They're so cute. So whenever, like, me and Micah go to, like, the animal shelter, or we see a dog on the street, my heart is just like, oh my god, I want it and I love it, and it's like, I don't even know you, but I love you. So that's how I am with, like, every single animal. And I will not include Yuna in this video, actually, because Yuna is about to turn 1. She will turn 1 years old next Thursday. So next Thursday we will do a special birthday video about her. So we will do kind of like a whole 1 year update, how the whole, you know, raising a puppy kind of thing has gone. So we'll do a whole video next Thursday on Yuna just by herself, and also that Saturday we will post some vlog footage from, you know, how we are celebrating her birthday, and that's the hamster running on its wheel. But yeah, so we will do a whole special video on her. But I thought I'd introduce you formally to all of my pets. So I have 6 pets in total. I have 4 cats, 1 dog, and a hamster. So it is a very, very full house. Luckily, though, we do not have 6 pets at the apartment that we used to have 6 pets at. Now we have 6 pets in a house that is a little bit more manageable, and all the cats have, you know, free reign in the house. The dog can go wherever she wants. The cats can go wherever they want, and they are not so confined to such a small space. So I know that all of the pets are so much more happier. I can tell just from like the first few days that we were in the new house, I could just tell that they were feeling more energetic, and they were, you know, running around more often, and they were more, you know, inclined to not hide, especially from Yuna. So, you know, Yuna would be in one room, and they are more likely to come down even when she's out. Before, if Yuna was out at all, they would be somewhere hiding. They would either be on top of the cabinet, or in a closet somewhere, or under the bed, or behind the couch, or wherever. They didn't want to come out. But now, even if Yuna is in, like, the next room, if she's not looking at them, they're, you know, running around doing whatever they want to do. So yeah, I thought I would introduce you to the cats. That is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a little short. Again, I'm sorry, but if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, go down below, subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified of when I upload videos. I'm doing my best to get back on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. I post at 12 p.m. all 3 days. Tuesday and Thursday are regular videos. Saturday is usually dedicated to a vlog. So if you like vlogs, then expect those on Saturdays. If you don't, then I'll see you guys next Tuesday. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!